Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I had and also a conversation that I had with one of our dear sister. The conversation, it reads like this. Hello, Brother Nash, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? Of course, I told you that I dated a Zimdancehall star whom I met here in the United Kingdom. And after dating him, he then told me that his manhood is weak because he ate his sister's menstrual cloth. This was done in a ritual. He was helped by a Nigerian traditional healer that he met when they had gone to a show. This was done in Cape Town. So before I had met this guy, when I was still back home in Zim, I got married to the man of my dreams. We had been going to the same church like ever since I could remember, and we were destined for each other. We finally got married and we had a big, beautiful wedding. Soon after that, when we came from the honeymoon, that was when my husband cheated on me. That was quite painful for me, and I could not forgive my husband. So in our church, they value marriage quite a lot. When the church pastors heard that I wanted a divorce, and then they called me, and one of the elder said that I was not supposed to divorce my husband because it was going to be bad for the church. And it was not a nice thing that soon after the honeymoon and God, him blessing us, then I was going to ask for a divorce. And they told me to wait to give my husband a child. Maybe he was going to grow up. He was going to be a mature man. Later on, after I had given birth, they then came back to me and my husband, and they said that they wanted to give us a gift. They wanted us to go to the UK, and we came to the UK with the help of one of the church elders. So we came and we started staying at the elders' relatives' house. That was when we were staying. They helped us with the preparation and also applying for the necessary paperwork so that we can remain here in the United Kingdom. Fast forward, that was when I met this other Zimbabwean musician at this other festival that was held here in the United Kingdom. You know, this guy, I cannot tell you his name, but he is much younger than I am and not someone huge like Winky Dim. He is one of my favorites. When I met this young Zimbabwean star, during those days, his songs were going viral on TikTok. Like, his songs were always on TikTok, and I loved his lyrics and I loved everything about him, and I was addicted to him, and I had a fantasy about sleeping with him, and I did not even think that it was going to happen for real. At that time, me and my husband, we were on separation because my husband, when we came to the United Kingdom, he cheated on me again, and he cheated on me at the time of that festival. I said, you cheated on me once and I forgave you, and now you are cheating on me once again. So we were going through that toxic breakup that was happening. But later on, me and my husband, we sat down and we had a conversation about it, and we decided that we were not supposed to get a divorce for the sake of our kids. When I started dating this guy, I was not looking for love. I just wanted someone that could heal my heart from the toxic breakup. I wanted a man that was simply going to give me peace. The relationship moved really fast. Within 2 weeks after he had left the UK, I then booked another flight for him so that he can return back to the UK. And I was the one that was booking for him the hotels where we were sleeping, and it was quite wonderful. And to think that now I had the man who was a celebrity back home, who was loved by many Zimbabweans. The guy was with me. I would sleep with him. But there was one little problem. When I booked him, I really wanted love. I had not made love to a man for a very long time. Since me and my husband, we were constantly fighting and arguing. When he came after I had booked him to come to the UK so that he can sleep with me, we never had sexual intercourse. We just kissed, we cuddled, and we went to bed. I thought that it was respect. Maybe he was different. But one night, after I had booked for him, when he had gone to Zim when he came back, and he then said that he did not want us to make love. And I was like, hey, brother, Now, don't you think that you are doing me too much? Do you know how much I am wasting every time when you go back to Zim? I have to raise money and book flight tickets so that you can come here, and we are staying in the hotel, yet you do not want to make love to me. You need to do something about it. I pushed him because I was ready. I wanted him. He was my fantasy. That was when he froze and he told me the things that I can't forget. He told me that he cannot make love to me. And I said, what do you mean when you say that you cannot make love to me? He said, I can't perform like the way that you think I am going to perform when I'm making love to you. For my manhood is weak, not because I am sick, but because of what I did to be who I am right now. I thought that it was a joke, but when I looked at him, I saw that this guy, he was for real. He then told me his life story. He said that many years ago, when he was still staying in Chitungwiza, and he was just a struggling artist who was trying to blow up as a musician, he visited once a Nigerian ritualist who was brought to him by this other Sungura famous musician whom he had gone to look for help so that he can blow up, and he was taken to a Nigerian Sangoma and they did some rituals. He then later followed this Nigerian Sangoma in Cape Town where he was having a show. There he was told that he was supposed to steal his sister's used sanitary pad and he was supposed to bring with them back to South Africa. He returned back to Zim and he went back to Cape Town and he went and he started staying at the traditional healer's house. He was told that in order for him to achieve all the fame that he wanted, what was supposed to happen was that he was supposed to eat his sister's sanitary pads, and the moment that he swallowed everything, that was when he started being famous. He even showed me his old YouTube channel that did not have any views at all, and he said that the people that used to support him, those were the people that were his family, his friends. They were the ones that were supportive of him. He only started to blow up soon after he had visited that traditional healer from Nigeria that he met in Cape Town. So he had to sacrifice his manhood and he had to drink his sister's blood, and this was what made him to be famous. Brother Nashi, when you post my story, please tell me. I just wanted to warn other people that there are these things that are even happening in the Zimbabwean music industry that are satanic. I never thought that the music industry in our country is also satanic. I deleted all of his music soon after I had learned that he was a ritualist. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our sister who sent this message to me, and we also had a conversation. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world. Apologies for the background noise because I had forgotten to lock the door, and the boy just walked into the room and is the one who is making all of those background noises. Let us meet again in the following episode.